Now, go live.
Hey, we're live. We're live. You are live. What's up, everybody? Hey, we're a live station.
Station.
Let's get a Hardy Kid Cudi station out there. There we go. And this is Brooks laughing at us because he didn't join us in tonight's challenge.
I'm glad Delaney wasn't here. Good old jab.
Delaney wouldn't do this at all. Fable, Sam, I am A-okay, brothers. I just dealt with like some severe stomach pain, but I'm fine. My recommendation would not to do this fucking. First of all, you're gonna get a stale ass chip. It was a stale chip. Let's go through, and I want everybody's thoughts. My thoughts are this. This was bullshit. As a challenge, it wasn't that spicy, but obviously my reaction. There is something about the challenge. Like, it's not for everybody. It messed me up. Dylan, what would you think overall?
It was a stale ass chip. The heat was pretty awful for, like I said, about the first 5 minutes. It was a lot more piercing than anything else we've done up to this point. So there was like no ramp up. It was just like instantaneous. Once it hit your mouth, the shit just kind of started rolling. But I mean, it died down after about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. You haven't dealt with any of the stomach pain issues?
No, not yet.
Okay, good for you. Good. What about you, Mike? You had two of them.
Side by side. The second one got me a little bit. It started to sit, so I was just like, and then I just had to walk around for a minute, and then as soon as I was like, I need to lay down, I tried to lay down, and then it's like it was gone, so I popped back up and jumped back in. So I think I might have disappeared for maybe like 2 minutes. So the Spanish chip though, like I was expecting, because I've had their ghost chips and their salsa verde chips. So I was like, man, I like their chips, so this would be good. Nothing is stale as hell.
That was a nasty chip. The chip itself was nasty. Luther, you're the one that bought the chips. Man, I would recommend that you message them and say, yo, what's up with these stale ass chips? Can we get some kind of refund? Maybe some extra headbands or something to throw in some mystery boxes? Luther, what'd you think overall?
I think is the general consensus. It's a stale chip. Unfortunately, whatever packaging they use, even though it's sealed up, didn't do its job in keeping a fresh chip. It had some heat. It was definitely hot, but I wouldn't say it was the hottest thing I've ever had. It had a ramp for about 2 minutes. That after that, I was like, okay, well, there it was. I guess we waited out now.
Yeah. I kind of agree. It's not the hottest thing I ever had, but it did fuck me up. I'll tell you that. What about you, Matt? What'd you think, rookie? Who handled it way better than me?
Same as everyone else. It was just a really stale chip. I thought it would be a lot hotter than it actually was, though.
What about you, Cam?
If you make it past the 5, maybe 10-minute marker, it ain't shit. It's just stale garbage.
Speaking of stale garbage, what about you, Jay Strick?
That was fucking horrible. I'm never doing another challenge with y'all.
Now, did it taste better or worse coming up?
There was some relief when it came up, so I guess better.
Specifically, which one burned the most?
Dude, what's hilarious, I was just rewatching the video, like, Robbie starts losing it, then I start losing it. You can actually see me cough some of the chip up, and it flies out of my screen.
You gotta get a screenshot of that.
And then I leave, and I come back, and I'm like, I'm good. Oh wait, I was like, oh, I'm not good. I'm out. I'll be right back.
When I came back, I thought I was good. I thought I was good when I came back, and then it just hit me again, and I was like, oh my goodness gracious, it hurt so bad, y'all.
Yeah, the chip itself was pretty gross, but
we're at the mark. That's been an hour.
So I want to do a shout out for everyone that hasn't had any relief. Raise your hand. There you go.
Ooh, y'all are fucking fancy. Good for you. I hope you don't get the stomach pains that I suffered.
Hey,
no, that fucking sucked, man.
I didn't throw in the towel towel before I had the chip. I think that was your mistake, buddy.
You're right, man. I shouldn't have done that.
Oh my god!
There's-
Yeah, you're like, I
it's-
don't need this. And you
It's
just
a
throw it on
lesson,
the ground.
a lesson in hubris for me. You know, when you think that you have truly become a spice lord and you have taken over and controlled everything. Oh, I have eaten a Carolina Reaper. Yeah, but what have you done for me lately? Apparently, jack and shit.
You found your chicken tender.
Those chicken tenders, man. I ate them. It took a while. I think Mike was telling that story, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Whatever.
And
Well, I was gonna get you to finish it, but like you left. So
I wasn't able to talk. I wasn't
Are
able
you
to
good?
think. I'm fine now.
You okay, man?
Yeah. I feel great now. Like, this is why I do this shit. Like, I would do it again. This is how dumb I am. I'm thinking now, like, I would do that again. Let's do it sometimes, guys.
Okay.
Well, I just
What's
said we-
next? What's
Hey,
next?
2021, right?
Yeah, what's next? Let's just...
Well, we still got the Death Nut. The Death Nut.
Oh, here's
tube challenge.
the tube terror
Tube of
from
terror.
the Death Knights. Yeah, we can do that.
Oh yeah. I've seen that.
We got the Reaper lollipop.
I ain't doing any lollipops.
That sounds horrible.
That's a lie. That's a decision I firmly made a while ago that I'm not doing any spicy lollipop challenges.
What about the
'Cause
gummies?
The gummies I'll handle, but the lollipop challenges are to keep them on your tongue. I ain't doing that.
That seems like
I ain't doing that.
that seems crazy.
It'd be like get a goddamn fucking cigarette lighter from a car, I guess from the 80s, and just light it up and just hold it on your tongue for as long as you fucking can. I'd rather do that.
We still got the
I'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in my ear.
White Lightning, the chocolate challenge. We still got that one. We can
I've
do.
heard that ain't nothing from people that are like kind of
Well,
novices.
this apparently was nothing for a lot of people, except that it got to people.
I think the
Right.
staleness of it fucked me up, and I think that
That
maybe
was
I
the
actually
worst
got.
part.
It was at first. You're just like, what a nasty ass chip.
Yeah.
Well, at
Yeah, we
first,
got-
when I get into it, and I'm chewing, I'm like, this isn't anything. And then, like, instantaneously, it started hitting me. So, I don't know.
Oh no, did we lose
I don't-
Robbie
I don't-
again? Is it hitting him again?
Okay.
I'm right here.
Okay. Okay.
I'm good. Just because sometimes I just want to show everybody the sways. You know how it goes.
Show your little
Yeah.
fanciness.
James says, nice to see no casualties from the PCP Army. Hell yeah. I would encourage everybody in the PCP Army to do it themselves and, tag us in it. I want to see your reactions. You do it. At least we did it. At least we did it. I can't believe I can't believe that shit fucked me up so much. I can't believe it. That's crazy. I will never overestimate myself again.
Strickland has got the best reaction in this video.
Strickland, I just barely, because I'm dealing with it on my own, but like I just see Strickland like just kind of like moving a lot.
It's
Sometimes
kinda like-
he's on there, sometimes he's not.
Well,
Well,
I
that was
came in, like, right after y'all had already started the chip.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that was the thing too. That I would just remember that Chili Klaus was always talking about. That you need to try to talk through it if you can. Like just talk through your pain and the heat and try to get through it.
I didn't want any of my talking through my pain to be on air.
I remember the first time we
Cursing
had
lots of gods.
I just remember the first time we had Last Dab. Like that was hilarious. Because you were just like, okay, cool, yeah, I really want this, and you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
I started asking you a shit ton of questions. And
I
you're
eat
like,
that shit like nothing.
can't talk.
Yeah,
Bro,
because I focused, dude. That's what I was doing. I was laying down and I was trying to meditate. So I was having a mantra going, and I was just trying to like zone out in one mind as close as I could, and ignore the pain until it subsided. That's what I did 2 times. So yay, woo! That was that fucked me up though, man. I applaud y'all, especially Cam once again, powering through. Dylan powering through. Luther. Oh, Matt. And then Mike, it didn't really hit Mike till the second time.
It's all them. We all knew I was going to bitch out. So
Yeah, but you showed up.
Yeah, it's more than
that's
than
what
Nate can
counts.
say.
I showed
I'm
up.
glad you showed up. Thank you for showing up, Strickland.
My throat is burned right now, but I showed up.
By the way, I do want to give a major shout out to Jonathan Strickland being such a cool guy. He calls me yesterday randomly. He says, "Hey man, I got this HD TV if you want it. I think it's bigger and better than yours." And I was like, "Yeah." So I go help him lift it out. It's like, "How old is this thing?" He goes, "Oh, it's not that old. It's pretty big. It's good." Dude, this is a plasma non-full HD fucking TV. I hooked it up and I was like, "Why does everything look so weird?" It's not full HD. It's like 1024 and it's a plasma, so it's all heavy. So I had to move all my shit and rehook up my other TV. But Jonathan, I really do appreciate it. Station. So
Hey.
Jonathan just like, yeah, somebody else has that heavy ass TV in their house now.
Not my problem.
Can't be free.
Someone got some
Somebody's fans going. It's kind of soothing. So we're gonna do the little nitro. Is that the next one we're gonna do?
What's Little Nitro?
That's the world's
Who's
hottest gummy
got the
bear.
dubstep going on behind him?
Probably Cam.
It's Cam. It is Cam.
It's not me this time. Any other time, it's me. This time it's not me.
Who is it?
Is it me?
No.
Like,
I
thought
think
it might
it's Cam because hold on.
It's Cam.
Yeah, it's Cam. It's fine. It just sounds like it's something.
It's just his fan.
It's a fan or a dying droid or something. Who knows? What are we saying? What's the white? What would you say? The white light? Or what'd you say?
White lightning was the chocolate.
And I hear that's nothing, man. That's what I said about this chip.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
You remember that?
Would be
Do you remember they
anything.
were like, we're gonna do the chip? I was like, yeah, but I hear that's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be so easy.
I feel like Robbie,
Oh,
you
the
need to hang
gummy
on
bear.
to this towel, and you need to every time you do a hot chip or a hot anything, you need to take the towel and throw the towel in before you do the chip or whatever.
Bro, I literally just had
to keep
tacos.
that.
I just literally
I
just had
told y'all.
tacos with tons of habaneros and Apollo sauce on, like all over it. And I don't understand. This something about this shit hit me. Whatever, maybe this was terrible. I'm glad it's over now.
Some people aren't built for this, young man.
You're right, Strickland. Some people need to retire while they're ahead.
You might.
I'll do
y'all
the gummy
say
bear.
it, but did y'all get?
I do
into
the gummy bear
Colonel
for sure.
or anything?
I'll do the gummy bear.
Yeah, gummy bear sounds fun.
I'll do the chip again if you guys want to, but they got to be fresh. That's what's
Right.
going to happen. Luther's going to complain to Packy or whatever, right? And they're going to be like, well, we'll just replace them. I'm like, you mean we got to do this shit again? Where's the best place to get this? I guess on their website, Luther?
Yeah, I just saw a link and went for it because it's been several years and I've seen the challenge come up, and I went for it, and then it's either sold out or they stopped doing it or for whatever reason. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, man, let's do it. I want to see how many people are interested. Let's buy some. And then yeah, we ended up upgrading until we got the Rumble with the Reaper. So
It was a rumble for some of us.
for some of us.
So it's back to what it was doing before, where it's essentially $6.99 for the chip, and then on the secondary market right now you can get it for $20. So
Damn. You did get 2 of them, man.
yeah, and
And
Yeah, and
Oh God, he's gonna lord this over us forever, Robbie.
that's fine. I don't care. I still feel like I'm cooler.
hey, I'm just proud of.
Because I'm not ashamed to admit that, like, when I go off at air for like several minutes to come back and be like, I just threw up, y'all. Like, I felt like I was that dude that got way too drunk too early at the party. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been that dude a few times in my life, and I felt like that, you know. And you come back out, and you're like, I'm good, bro. you have like half of another beer, then you're like, I don't think I'm very good anymore, man. Then you got to dip out again. That's what I felt like. Now I feel like that same guy at Waffle House, totally energized now, being like, let's go out. What stays open till 5? But yeah.
Oh shit, guys! I think I'm gonna have to dip.
All right, it was
Got
good
that.
seeing you.
Yeah, absolutely. This was fun.
We'll
Good
let you
seeing
know
you,
when we're
Dylan.
doing the little
Sweep the
nitro.
leg.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep me sweep the leg. Keep me posted for sure.
Oh, we should do, Dylan, you should get in on it. We should do like me, you, and Strickland or somebody should do like a live stream when Cobra Kai season 3 comes out.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah.
Man, remember how big you were into that when it first came out. And you
Oh,
wanted
dude.
everybody to watch it,
And nobody else cared.
and like these two fools just love the shit out of it now.
Right?
So
It's a lifestyle now.
Fucking incredible.
Cobra Kai never dies.
I'm going to show everybody real quick the picture of Doom and the Cocaine Bear on the
That's
tostada.
incredible.
Lord.
That used to be a shirt.
Nice.
Yeah. And then there's another one that's being worked on right there. So
That's great.
very grateful for the PCP Army. Hell no. I ain't touching any of that extract shit. Mad Dog Plutonium plus old Ed Curry or whatever his name is at Pucker Butt done come up with something kind of like that too. I just saw him because I follow him on Twitter. He'd be embarrassed about him and Sean Evans and Chili Klaus would be embarrassed with me today. What is wrong with me?
Take
I
it
feel
easy,
like I
guys.
failed. Oh, bye, Dylan.
See you, Dylan.
See you, buddy.
bye, Dylan.
Hey, Dylan.
I'm glad that guy's gone. No, that was fun though. But we are okay, PCP Army. If you're worried about me and
Survival.
Strickland,
I feel like an alien's gonna burst out of my chest.
is it hurting?
A little bit.
Did you get to actually keep much of it down? Because when I threw up, I feel like I threw up all the water because it was water and it had like a little bit of black bits in it, but it wasn't like all black like you would think. And obviously, with the way it hurt, it kept staying. It's a lot of it stayed in.
Half of mine went down, half of it came out.
All right, so I was looking up that Mad Dog. That shit's $110.
Oh.
Like, no.
It's
like,
probably out of production then, but I know
No,
Pucker
this is-
Butt's releasing something like that, some kind of extract. Bye, Cam.
Buckingham.
If I meant to hit the wrong button, let me try to come back in. The like it hit my stomach like the Apollo does. Strickland, you still need to try that.
Yeah, I haven't tried it. I do like Last Dab. Like I have some at the house now.
But the Apollo is hotter than the Last Dab. It hurts.
But Last
So-
Dab was the hottest one at one point, right?
Well, there's different versions of the Last Dab. So there's like
Apollo's
I've got-
the new one.
it's like the one there's the Triple X, which is made with the chocolate, the peach, and the regular Pepper X. Then there's Last Dab, and then which is the Pepper X, and then there's the Pepper X Redo, which is the Pepper X and something else. Or I think it's the Pepper X and the chocolate.
Twitch
So-
13 MP says, my wife says, thank you for showing off her art. Tell her we said thank you for making that art. Station.
And Teller Station.
Station.
Let's get a healthy station out there. Station.
Station.
You guys don't even know. We do this at work all the fucking time. I know you guys don't think
To
we do, but we
strangers.
do. Yeah.
It's
The
a
other
li-
day,
it's
like
it's a lifestyle.
the other day, the owner of the store asked me what it meant.
People are just walk in and say station, and I don't even know why they're saying it. Just,
Yeah, I love it. Most people's response is to look back at you and go, station.
Yeah.
It's 'cause it feels natural. It feels natural.
Chris and Ed would be proud.
You know it. I saw E in the chat laughing at me.
Oh,
the
he
one that-
was.
He was the one telling me that I was throwing up before, but I guess he had a precognition like Jean Grey or some shit. Because it was like 3 minutes later, I did throw up. I was like gagging though, man. Ugh. The shit was nasty.
Telling
Yeah.
you. Don't throw in
I've
the
had their
towel.
other chips. I've had this like haunted ghost pepper, and it's good. Like that's a good chip right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we brought those to the shop. Those are good.
Yeah, we had like a bag of those.
Yeah.
They got a jalapeno tropical. That sounds interesting. So according to this, I was less than a featherweight. That's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, I was probably less than that. So.
But Luther and Matt are heavyweights.
I feel like it's because we got stale chips.
Oh, dude, look, we got a free bag of them fucking chips.
Hey.
That's the least they
There
owe
you
me.
go.
Well, I threw up all over mine, so I guess I'm not getting my free bag.
You threw up on your coupon?
Yeah, I didn't know that was on the side of the box.
So what you do? Just
Oh, Lordy.
All
Easy
right,
Reader
peace.
says, God bless you guys for attempting that. I wouldn't do it. Well, we did it for you.
I think
And-
you
and
should.
ourselves.
It wasn't that bad.
It really wasn't.
It wasn't, and then it was for me. I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna make it, and then like it just hit. So
I thought I
That's
was
what
going to
it
make
is.
it too. There was a moment too where I was like, I'm going to make it. And I can't wait to watch the stream again because I'm sure that's the first moment where I go, oh, my stomach's hurting though.
Well, Luther starts to hiccup, and then you start to hiccup.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
who was
Hiccuping
hiccuping?
was
Was
fun.
Luther?
It's
It's me and Luther.
contagious.
Yeah, it was me and Luther. And I was making fun of him for hiccuping. And then I started
Well,
hiccuping.
He had said earlier in the week, like he was like, "I'm gonna hiccup during this. I know I am."
That's fine.
Yeah,
There's
it's
nothing wrong with
natural,
that.
man. Like the three things that always happen to me with spicy stuff is I hiccup, I cry, and my nose runs. And I can't do anything about it. It just happens.
Ed says, dude on Hot Dang ate like 63 in a row. Now, here's the
That's
thing.
crazy.
I should not have thought too high of my talents, and I should have coded beforehand. I should have done some preparation, and I didn't because I thought this wasn't going to be shit, and it kicked me on the ass. So there's the life lesson, everybody. There's the philosophy: is beware of your own hubris.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't, because I figured like after all the ones we've done before, we went into this like as a precautionary. Like, all right, let's be safe.
I got too confident, man. I was like, I don't need to do shit. Like I said, all I did was drink a little bit of red wine.
I wonder if the acidity in that was
Maybe it did. And then I had and here's the other thing. Like we had Bojangles for lunch, but no big deal. But like last year at the Reaper, I had Bojangles for lunch, but all I got was biscuits. This time I got like chicken, like Cajun chicken and shit. But I remember when I ate the Reaper, I took it very seriously, man. I took like a heartburn pill. I took like some Pepsid. I took like Tums. I drank some milk beforehand. We had ice cream there. I took it very seriously, and I ate nothing but biscuits for lunch. But I didn't take any of those precautions.
Are you supposed to drink the milk before?
It's always good to coat your stomach usually first, so it doesn't hurt as bad. Apparently, there you go.
All I know is like I remember y'all saying something about milk, so I went to the fridge and grabbed milk. So it was very soothing on my mouth when I was drinking it. I didn't really drink it though. I would like swish it in my mouth and spit it out.
You wind up drinking too much. If you drink the milk too much, you'll start throwing up because of that.
Yeah. Now that's what I said to go with the sweet and sour, or the sour salty combo, the Sour Patch Kids and Lay's chips.
She had nothing. I had a fucking LaCroix and a fucking glass of water because I was like, I don't need anything to eat this soft ass chip.
But no, that's what I was saying. Like I told Strickland, like if he get those two things, because those will drastically drop the heat.
Avocados help cool your mouth and stomach. That makes sense because why milk works is it's the fat. The fat like creates like a layer between like the heat and the whatever or something like that. So, yeah. No, they weren't Bowberry biscuits, but those are fucking delicious.
Oh man, that sounds amazing right now.
Oh yeah, Tyson's and Jones is up tonight. Strict, did you get it on pay-per-view?
No, I was going to.
Dude, if you PayPal me the money for it, dude, I'll buy it and you can come over and watch it.
Bruh, calm down.
Just bring over some chips and some beer. Bring over some hot ass chips.
Some jalapenos on pizza.
How long do you think how do you think that fight's gonna go?
Ooh, when's that
I
fight
don't
start?
know, man.
I think it's about to start.
I think it starts like 10.
Because it's tonight, right? It's
Yeah.
10 our time. It already happened. Is it?
But
I
you
think
can
it's
watch
10 our
it
time.
again.
What?
I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
10:30 our time.
I watched the weigh-in though, and I'm like, bro, they're old.
I saw an image where, when they were staring each other down, right? And
Yeah,
someone posted up and was like, this looks like two drunk uncles at my family dinner about to fight.
pretty much. Since we both almost died, I feel like it's fitting that I can rub in that Alabama destroyed Auburn today. So
Who cares?
was brutal.
Yankees still have more championships than Alabama, and they're all valid and legit.
weird stretch. Why don't you
True.
keep it in football?
Alabama
Yeah, man.
wouldn't beat the Yankees. Get your Alabama baseball team against the Yankees. See what happens.
Oh,
Why don't you get them scrub ass ballers against the fucking Lakers? See what happens.
Bro, calm down.
No, you're right, man. You guys whipped the shit out of us today, man. Congratulations, buddy.
Did you watch that Mississippi State Ole Miss game?
No, who won?
Ole Miss.
Oh, that sucks,
Bruh.
Mike. I'm sorry.
It's
Sidebar,
close.
I love that shirt, Luther. That's freaking awesome.
No, thank you. Yeah, God is coming.
He is. Like
He is.
next week. Next week. It's like Wednesday.
It's like
Let's see
zero response.
It's Wednesday. Yeah, he's finally. God, we've been
See-
waiting for this. It's like Game of Thrones. Hopefully, it won't.
Oh yeah,
Max
Hopefully
out
it
like
end
that
Game-
one.
Yeah,
Well, if it's like the last episode of Game of Thrones, I'm just gonna throw in the towel on Marvel.
Luther is a big Venom fan like myself. Luther, how excited have you been overall for the Kate's run and the lead up to the Null King and
Dude,
Black
this is
story?
some of the best comic book writing of my life. I've enjoyed every single
Really?
thing they've put out so far. I love how they're tying in other books, other characters, spreading it across the whole universe, and you're now seeing it all come together in this KIB King and Black. So it is, it's like the Thanos of our time, right?
Yeah, dude, and you're Luther's so into it. He's already calling it KIB. He's like the guy who's like, no, it's MI2. Tom Cruise rule. I'm pumped. I think it's great. I love the buildup. I do feel like since Absolute Carnage, they've kind of been wasting time. I feel like Absolute Carnage shouldn't have been an event in and of itself. It should have just been a story in Venom, right? And then lead almost directly into this, because Venom Island and Venom Beyond, they were just kind of, it's almost like they're just biding time, And but whatever. But that I like the
Right.
book. I think Cates has done the best Venom comic of all time. And it's because he's using the story to explore things like codependency and addiction and depression and anxiety and despair, right? And so I really, really like the way he's building this up and how Eddie's refinding himself through his son, Dylan, right? I think that's good
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
Great stuff.
and Noel's
And-
just badass.
And yeah, Null's a dark reflection of that. And Null is Null's like an elder god type level of threat. You get
Yeah.
like he existed before existence. He's more than just a cosmic threat. When people tell me Galactus is a cosmic threat, I'm like, silly. It's beyond cosmic. It's and Null is basically almost like a concept. He's a personification of a concept, which is the null, the void, darkness, the abyss, right? So pretty dope.
Exactly.
COVID didn't cause a delay between Absolute Carnage and King and Black. They always intended to do those stories, but it did cause a delay in the production of comics for a few months, which does make it feel like it's been longer. So that may be something that has something to do with it too. What was my motivation to read comics? When I was a kid, I loved watching the Super Friends cartoons, in particular Galactic Guardians, had Darkseid and all that stuff. and Firestorm, and then there were the Superpowers action figures, and there were just something about them, and the Secret Wars action figures, and the Spider-Man cartoons that were out. Like there was something so appealing to me about the superheroes. So that was my motivation to read comics. Probably a lot of us have that same idea, maybe. What was y'all's motivation to read comics for the first time? What about you, Mike?
Yeah, I was the same boat you were. The Super Friends. I was trying to think in third grade, like what was it? So, and it was just it had to be a combination of just it was reading more about the TV show. So, and then it was just also trying to be like, well, they didn't do this in the TV show, and just try to distinguish between the two, and just trying to read more. Yeah. I think I was more into DC with Green Lantern than I was the X-Men, because I remember in 5th grade is when I read my first X-Men book.
Nice.
So that's when I got my introduction to that. So that was 1989, I think, or 88, somewhere in there.
Nice. So cartoons.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Cartoons work. That's why they still make them, and that's why they make them kidified. What about you, Luther? What got you into comics?
So I had a friend at church that actually would bring his comic cards to church, and he inspired me into going to shops and collecting the cards, which then grew into, oh, hey, these guys come from comic books, and I would look for the characters in the books, and then just grew from that. And of course, was attracted to my favorite, Spider-Man and Venom, and all that jazz.
Hell yeah. Comic cards were very important in my youth, especially in the 90s. I still have a lot of those collections. I love them. Love them. Matt, what got you into comics?
It was the X-Men and Spider-Man animated cartoons in the 90s that did it for me. It's just, I loved watching those as a kid, and my dad finally took me to a comic shop, and I started reading comics.
And they were out at the perfect time, it being the 90s, And the X-Men and the Spider-Man cartoons from Fox in the 90s were so adequately portraying the drama and epicness of those comic books. X-Men had all that Claremont stuff there, and everything that they were just now doing, it was new. It was the new Jim Lee stuff. They were making that. It felt so fresh, right? With Spider-Man, it was super convoluted, 13-part epic sagas that didn't make any sense, just like the comic book of the time. So, really good. Cartoons again there. What about you, Jay Strick? What got you in?
I mean, some of y'all know this. I grew up with a pretty rough home life, so I remember as a kid when I was living in Virginia, I stumbled upon a comic shop, and I was going through the dollar books, and I saw a Green Lantern comic book and an X-Men comic, and I bought it for $2, and it was comic. It was kind of like an escape for me, and that's what got me into comics, really, because it just like felt like I could be in the story in a sense.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
I remember you coming into the comic shop and being like, "Hey, man, I want to read Green Lantern."
Yeah, I had to get back into it.
When we first met, man.
Yeah.
Mike, you back? You had some kind of weird noise going on.
Yeah, it was my fan. I just turned it off again. It was too high.
What kind of fucking fan do you got? Is it possessed by something?
It's just an old ceiling fan. It's just an old ceiling fan. As soon as I saw my mic was muted, I was like, my fan. Turned it off. So.
Anyone ever read Newman back then? No, I did not. I used to see it all the time. And I was like, that doesn't seem cool. It seems like they're trying to rip off the X-Men. And then I saw Next Men, and I was like, ooh, John Byrne, let me get that. And that was the first mature reader's comic I ever read was Next Men. It changed my world. Changed it.
Sure.
Yeah, I enjoyed Next Men. I never read Newman.
James says the Marvel swimsuit issues from the early 90s got me into it.
It's
then he
okay,
said Then he says just kidding, but yeah, right. That's a weird stretch otherwise.
Bruh, we had, Robbie, you remember this, probably about a month ago, we got a bunch of those in, and I'm not kidding. We stuck them out, and like within 10 minutes, they were gone. It was like a cover, like a Captain America, and his ass was on it, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, this is hilarious.
I told you, though. I told you, didn't I? I was like, these are going to be gone, dude. I thought about getting them. what a weird piece of history, you know?
Yeah.
The day when Swimsuit. I mean, they have like Wolverine and those Daisy Dukes, you know, with his
Yeah.
ass cheeks hanging out, grilling hot dogs and shit. Like
Steve Rogers
That's a
in
little-
the
that's a
America
little-
Speedo.
yeah, it's nice. I remember Warren Ellis talked about this one time in one of his newsletters, but there was one year in particular where there was an editor that was put in charge, like an assistant editor. He was put in charge of it, and this dude apparently was like gay, and it's apparently like the gay year for the Swimsuit issue. So it may be that year with the Cap and the Wolverine and
Oh, okay.
and all that stuff, because there was like a Namor. Like, it's just because usually it really focused on the women, but this time they were like, if we're gonna do it, let's do it both ways, and a lot of hunk action. I think the characters in the MCU should do a Swimsuit special, don't you? Do something for COVID relief.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
I'd pay to see Chris Pratt on the month of May in a Speedo with them damn cool 70s sideburns that I want to get again. I'd pay to see that. I'd be like, can you just buy it a month at a time? Can I just buy May? Can I just buy the Star-Lord month? So the one chip challenge wasn't that bad. Anybody can do it. It's easy.
I mean, Strickland can do it.
Yeah,
and Dylan
especially
can
if
do
you
it.
throw in the towel beforehand.
Yeah. If I can do it, you can do it. It wasn't pleasant.
My stomach's not hurting.
Mine is a little bit.
All right, then.
All right.
We are out for the night then, y'all. So thank you guys so much, BCP Army. We're doing okay. Station.
Station.